Here's the second edition of our Audible flashcards to help you prepare for the NMLS Safe MLO test. The flashcards in this video will be covering the section about uniform state content, which makes up 11% of the NMLS exam. Just a reminder, this video is just an introduction to terms and content within the uniform state content section. SAFE Act, or Secure and Fair Enforcement Act of 2008. The SAFE Act set the minimum standards for the mortgage origination licensing process. NMLS, or Nationwide Multistate Licensing System and Registry. The NMLS was created to provide approval for education providers and all courses, as well as to prepare the federal test, provide for background checks, and applying for a license. Mortgage Loan Originator, or MLO. An individual who, for compensation or gain, or in the expectation of compensation or gain, takes a residential mortgage loan application, or offers or negotiates terms of a residential mortgage loan. An MLO does not include an individual engaged solely as a loan processor or underwriter, except if they are an independent contractor. A person or entity that only performs real estate brokerage activities and is licensed or registered per state law unless the person or entity is compensated by a lender, a mortgage broker, or other mortgage loan originator, or by any agent of such lender, mortgage broker, or other mortgage loan originator. A person or entity solely involved in extensions of credit relating to timeshare plans. Licensing. There is state licensing only, no federal license. You must be licensed in each state you are going to originate in. You can apply in any state where your company is licensed. To be licensed, the MLO must take a 20-hour pre-licensure class, pass the NMLS test with a 75% score or higher, complete a background check, including credit, submit a licensing application, or MU4, through the NMLS for the state you are being licensed by. Be sponsored by a company licensee. Pre-license education requirement. The SAFE Act requires a minimum of 20 hours of education. Many states require additional education beyond the 20 hours of federally required education. For example, Texas requires an additional 3 hours of education on state-specific topics. If any applicant wants to get licensed in Texas, they must complete the 20 hours of education required by the SAFE Act, plus the additional 3 hours required by Texas state law to obtain their license. The 20 hours of pre-licensing education is made up of 3 hours of federal law, 3 hours of ethics, 2 hours of non-traditional products, and 12 hours of electives. The wait period if you fail the NMLS test. The wait period is 30 days for the first 3 attempts. If you fail 3 times, you will need to wait at least 6 months before you can take the exam again. So, if you fail the first time, you need to wait at least 30 days before you can retake the test. If you fail the test a second time, you will need to wait at least 30 days. If you fail the test for a third time, this is where you would need to wait at least 6 months before you could take the test for a 4th time. Continuing education requirements. Minimum of 8 hours a year annually, plus any additional state-specific as required. The 8 hours of continuing education is made up of 3 hours of federal law, 2 hours of ethics, 2 hours of non-traditional products, and 1 hour of general electives. Renewal. An MLO and company license is for a calendar year. Each year, the MLO must complete their 8 hours of CE and pay their renewal fees by December 31st. If not renewed by December 31st, the license lapses and the MLO will have to take a late CE class and pay any penalties and renewal fees by the date set by each state. Non-traditional mortgage product. The term non-traditional mortgage product means any mortgage product other than a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. Person. The term person means a natural person, corporation, company, limited liability company, partnership, or association. Unique identifier. The term unique identifier means a number or other identifier assigned by protocols established by the nationwide mortgage licensing system and registry. What are two things prohibited under the SAFE Act? 1. Engaging in any unfair or deceptive practice towards any person. 2. Soliciting or entering into a contract with a borrower that states that the MLO may earn a fee or commission through best efforts to obtain a loan even though no loan closes. What is one thing that the Commissioner has the authority to do? The Commissioner has the authority to investigate or examine licensees.